Hi, it's Debbie Williams here, and today I'm going to talk about undoing bad hypnosis. Now, I've had quite a few people contact me and said that they've been to a hypnosis show or they've been to a hypnotist and they've actually come out worse than when they previously, or they've been to a show and they feel like some of the suggestions are still sticking. And so this video is about sort of unhooking that so that it can free you from those sort of beliefs, because what's keeping it sort of going is that you're actually feeding it and you're giving your power away to the hypnotist. And within the stage shows, pretty much they're going for compliance. They may be using pacing statements, and by that I mean I could be saying to you now, oh, you're listening to me now and you have an interest in hypnosis and you want to find out about sort of how you can overcome sort of any negative things about hypnosis, or maybe you have a friend who's got a concern about that, or you're just interested. So what I've done, I've kind of paced what is a truism and a little bit of a mind read that, oh, maybe you have a friend or you've gone through something yourself. And even if you haven't got a friend, I've also sort of captured that, or you're interested. So basically I've invited you to go, yes, 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 yes. And a hypnotist uses a similar language pattern, so then when they put a suggestion afterwards, it's easy for you to follow. And most stage hypnotists do suggestions that are easy to follow, that don't take any, sort of all cluck like a chicken straight away. You're not going to do that. But if they say, well, maybe close your eyes and just imagine you're on a nice sunny holiday and you can see the sun and you can feel the warmth, not many people are going to object to that, but again, you're complying to what the stage hypnotist wants you to do. And so then you've kind of opened your mind to following the suggestions. Now, most good hypnotists will set up a suggestion in the very beginning that as soon as you leave this building, whether it's at the end of the show or if we have to leave suddenly, if there's a fire alarm, then as soon as you leave this building, all suggestions will be cancelled. And I don't know whether you realise that that was what was said, unless it was obviously a very inexperienced hypnotist who didn't bother to do that, which is bad practice. And so I want you to imagine, if you were just closing your eyes and seeing a line to the front of you, which is your future, and seeing it getting brighter and brighter, and the line going up because things are looking up in the future. And then the line behind you, and there's a couple of dark moments there, perhaps, where you feel that something had influenced you in a not such a good way. And I want you to imagine, if you would, floating up above this timeline so that you're above it all and you're looking down and you can see that the future looks bright, but you can see that there's something back there that's holding you back, that you feel that was implanted in your mind, and it's time to change that. So what I want you to do is to imagine floating back before that and sending down a psychic shield to that younger you. And so see in your imagination that younger you going through that experience, but having this psychic shield like a white glow all the way around them, so that wherever they go, this shield only lets positive, useful suggestions in and has no time for anything negative that's somebody else's sort of intention. So see yourself growing up through that as you watch it now, and see how your timeline just starts to transform and becomes a little brighter. And as you cycle back and do this a couple of times, then when you're ready, I want you to drop into a situation back there, but feel that you've got this white shield around you, like this bubble, and you're an observer, and you've got this bubble and this shield that doesn't let anything come through. And even if you're on stage and you decide, yeah, I can be a washing machine, yeah, I can ride a horse, and you decide to stop when you're ready so that you don't do anything that you don't want to do. And maybe you go into a sort of comatose, sort of just sitting there. See, most stage hypnotists, they fuel this belief that we're not all hypnotisable. And really what it is that you might not be hypnotisable quick enough and funny enough for this particular stage show, because they need it quick to get you sorted. And see, things can click into place to create some positive changes now. And I want you to imagine, if you would, any of those old limitations, old sort of beliefs that they tried to plant in, almost like strings that had been tied to you, and just cut those ties now and just send them back to that hypnotist. He can have it or she can have it, so that it frees you now as you have your psychic shield, and allow yourself to grow up with that to the present day and see your future now getting much brighter as you have this protection that will protect you not only against excuse me, bad suggestions from any hypnotist, but bad suggestions from anybody, so that you're one step removed and you can filter and think, oh, was that unkind remark really meant to hurt me, or is it actually that that person is unhappy themselves and they're just hitting out? And if so, this is a great protection, that you don't take on board other people's crap, and you just look at them and you think, poor human is suffering, I don't need to take on board. And you start to notice then how people are, you know. Sometimes we can take things personally and think it's against us, and it might be because somebody can be trying to manipulate you. And the thing is, with this psychic shield, that's going to give you the protection to be able to process it and think, actually that kind of person is like that with everybody, so it's not personal to me, it's their stuff and they can have it back. And this is something I do, is I send back any intention, good or bad, especially if I'm not sure whether it's meant to hurt me, and I thought, they can have their intention back tenfold. So if it was a positive misunderstanding, then no harm done, and if it was a negative thing, then they can deserve to have 10 times back what crap it is for being so horrible. Anyway, it's great talking to you today, and as I count back from 5 to 1, you can float back into this present moment and know that in the short time that we've done this, all of those negative suggestions have been cancelled, and the ties that bind have been well and truly severed, and it's beamed back into the past where it belongs, so that you can, as you come back into the room, feel like the weight of the world's off your shoulders and you're ready to live your life the way you want it, with your own psychic shield of protection, so that you don't allow somebody else to influence you in a negative way, but you're open to positive suggestions that are useful to you. For now is the time to take back your freedom, to know tonight as you sleep and dream deeply and soundly, your unconscious will update the files to help and support you to have a wonderful life. Great talking to you today. Come back into the room feeling completely at one. Everything working perfectly. Give yourself a little shake and get on with your day or your evening. Bye now.